SAP customers are struggling with their SAP HANA landscape deployment on Azure, as they have to deal with many SAP notes as well as all Azure best practices requirements, in addition to writing scripts, testing, and validating the provisions of SAP HANA landscape to ensure meeting the SAP and Azure best practices requirements. This is why many SAP deployment projects are delayed and/or have significant cost overruns. Vnomic, working closely with SAP and Microsoft, has developed a new approach using models to capture all relevant SAP notes and Microsoft best practices. Vnomic then uses these models as building blocks to automatically compute and provision a complete SAP landscape on Azure with zero touch that meets all of the customer's SAP and Azure requirements, including performance, security, governance, auditability, and HANA TDI requirements. To demonstrate Vnomic's capabilities, let's build and deploy a complete SAP S4HANA, SAP Portal, and SAP GRC landscape for production with high availability in 2 different Azure locations. Vnomic uses workbook blueprints to simplify the configuration of the SAP landscapes. Quick Start allows you to enter most common info like naming. You can customize the deployment more by getting to different tabs, including Fiori, NetWeaver, HANA, Servers, Transport, Web Dispatcher, and Shared Storage. Vnomic also computes and builds the landscape bill of materials and the cost of Azure for the landscape, as you can see here. All you need to do to deploy this landscape is upload the workbook, as you see here. From the uploaded workbook, Vnomic computes all the technical configurations using SAP and Azure best practices and HANA TDI requirements to build the entire landscape with zero touch, end-to-end, which will take a few hours to complete based on the size of the landscape. A few hours later, the landscape is ready and fully deployed, as you see here. The landscape includes SAP Portal, SAP GRC, SAP S4HANA, Fiori, and Stoneth High Availability Deployment. Vnomic provides visibility into the deployed servers and their contents. Here are the servers that make up the SAP HANA instance for SAP GRC. And here is the topology of the SAP HANA instance for SAP GRC. Here are the servers that make up the SAP NetWeaver instance for SAP GRC, and the topology view of the SAP NetWeaver instance for SAP GRC. Here are the servers that make up the SAP HANA instance for SAP Portal, and the topology of the SAP HANA instance for SAP Portal. Here are the servers that make up the SAP NetWeaver instance for SAP Portal, and the topology view of the SAP NetWeaver instance for SAP Portal. Here are the servers that make up the SAP HANA instance for SAP S4HANA, and the topology of the SAP HANA instance for SAP S4HANA. Here are the servers that make up the SAP NetWeaver instance for SAP S4HANA, and the topology view of the SAP NetWeaver instance for SAP S4HANA. And finally, here are the servers that make up the landscape Stoneth High Availability and the topology view of the Stoneth High Availability landscape. Let's take a look at the steps to build this landscape, starting with SAP Portal. Vnomic computes and documents the 102 build steps that are needed to provision and deploy the SAP Portal system. Next, we can look at the 95 steps that Vnomic computed, provisioned, and documented for SAP GRC deployment. Vnomic computed, provisioned, and documented 616 steps to provision and deploy the S4HANA NetWeaver system, with every step meticulously documented in great details automatically. SAP S4HANA deployment included 348 steps that Vnomic computed, provisioned, and documented as a part of the S4HANA HANA deployment. And for the Stoneth high availability setup, Vnomic computed, provisioned, and documented 118 steps. As you can see, Vnomic is eliminating all manual errors and documenting all the deployment steps across the components. We can view the S4HANA landscape with all of its building blocks in HANA Studio. And we can see the S4HANA in high availability mode is fully operational and functional along with SAP Portal and SAP GRC. Here is the system status. And this is what this S4HANA landscape with Portal and GRC looks like in the Azure portal, deployed across UK South and UK West Azure locations. Vnomic is a SAP and Microsoft Gold partner, and in a few hours delivered a complete SAP S4HANA landscape with high availability and disaster recovery across 2 data centers, along with SAP Portal and SAP GRC with zero touch.